process is very simple. You apply, they interview you, and you get hired. Why complicate such a simple process? Number one search method would be Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you're having an amazing time out there. Today we're going to talk about how to find part-time jobs in Canada, the different approaches and the different methods available out there, which most people honestly don't even know about. If you have worked around before, there may be a few ideas that you're already familiar with, but I'm going to discuss 7 different points and there may be something you can learn, so watch till the end. You're watching Talks with Jinesh. Let's get started. My first job in Canada was as a home care worker. I was working for a lady who did not have a limb, and so I would do all of the household activities for her. I would cook for her, go out and buy groceries and keep the house clean. And now fast forward to today, I'm working as the manager at We Planet Earth, have over 15 staff under me, and I'm not even graduated yet. I'm going to share with you exactly how I got here. This video is going to be divided into 3 categories: requirements, search methods, tips and tricks. Number 1 requirement is you need to have a valid work permit, or if you are a student, a valid study permit. Or if you do have a PR or citizenship already, then you're fine, you can just start working. Normally study permits would allow you to work up to 20 hours a week off campus, not 21. I know there are so many people who think working a little bit above 20 hours is fine, no one is going to notice. But if someone notices, it is illegal. You can fall into a lot of trouble, and at that point when you do, you're going to regret. So don't risk it. Don't do it. A few extra hours is not going to make you super rich, so just stick to 20 hours. You will also need to have a social insurance number. That is for your tax purposes. It is usually a 9-digit number, and your employers will require you to give it to them before you can start work. You can get your social insurance number from Service Canada. They have offices everywhere, so wherever you are, just Google the office in your location and go get it. Those are the only 2 requirements. Remember, social insurance number and work permit or study permit or PR citizenship status. Before I talk about the search methods, there are 3 things that I want you to keep in mind. Look, there are so many people out there who sit in their homes saying they can't find a job and they don't work. They spend all of their built savings or money from home to pay the rent and for groceries until they run out, and that's when they get serious. You don't want to be that. The process is very simple. You apply, they interview you, and you get hired. Why complicate such a simple process? Point number 1 to keep in mind, I want you to stay away from the idea of unemployment. I know there is a pandemic in place, so what? Millions of people have been affected and millions have lost their jobs. But you have got a new job. You want to know what it is? Your new job is to find a job. Yes, if you treat your unemployment as time for Netflix and sleep, you're in trouble. Treat it like your new job. Wake up every day 9 AM, sit down with your laptop and start applying. Move to stores, hand out your resumes, set out a target every day that you want to hand out 50 resumes every single day and stick to that target. I want you to put more energy, more effort, more tenacity, more persistence and more creativity into this new job of getting a job. I learned about this from my success mentor Grant Cardone. He's a hell of a success coach, best-selling author and a motivational speaker. Point number 2 would be take whatever job you get. Yes, take whatever job you get, even if it's beneath you. And you're like, hey Jinesh, I can't do this work, it's a little beneath me. Dude, who are you? You're out of work and you need work, period. Take whatever you get and keep the side hustle on. Keep your job hunt on the side. Your current job will help you pay the rent, your car payments, or even your groceries. And on the side, you continue to find your desired job. Staying connected to the workforce, to the employment force, to the people that are out there working, contributing, giving, integrated with the community, is valuable. Forget how much they are paying you for a second. My dad says, na mama karta, kana mama sara. What that means is an uncle with a crooked eye is better than having no uncle at all. At least you'd keep getting the chocolates. Don't let your ego get in the way. I've done jobs that were beneath me before, I've done jobs for less pay before, and all it's done is connected me to people that have ended up giving me more and better opportunities. Point number 3, disregard all the people that say no one is hiring. There are millions of businesses that are hiring. Either with remote working or physically in the building, they are hiring. So if you are going to be exceptional, extraordinary and unique, you don't have a problem. By the way guys, if you've not liked the video, make sure you do so now and also subscribe to the channel to not miss out on future videos. Okay, let's talk about the search methods now. Number one search method would be Indeed. Indeed is the number one platform to find a job. I've used it. I've got jobs from there many times. I've got interviews from there many times. So I 100% recommend you do the same. There are lots of similar platforms like Glassdoor, Monster.com, ZipRecruiter, etc., etc., etc. Number two would be LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very popular. You can find human resource professionals, recruiters, and send them a message directly. You can find jobs and apply to them. You can also see how many people have applied to the same position that you're applying for. It'll give you a rough idea of how likely it is for you to be called for an interview. What I like the most about it is that you can give endorsements and receive endorsements. Endorsement just means giving a public approval. So for example, say you're good in public speaking and 20 people who've actually seen you public speak before go to your profile and give you an endorsement. When a recruiter will see that, they will get a good impression. Now, this is just a skill that I mentioned. Like for example, I'm in computer science. My skills are Python, HTML, JavaScript, and I have been endorsed by many other professionals. So for me, when recruiters see that, they will actually know that I know what I'm talking about. Search method number three would be go physically into the store and apply. Print out hundreds of resumes and every day go physically to the stores and keep applying and keep applying. When I was in Toronto, there was a time when I was doing 3 jobs. I was making hot dogs and Fancy Franks, I would sell newspaper in the call center, and I was a fundraiser. How did I find 3 jobs? Easy. Every day I would pass in 50 resumes to 50 different stores, and before I knew it, I would start getting calls for interviews. I would do the interviews, I'd get so many offers, and boom, there I am making money. Back then, I had to work to pay off the university fees, which was huge, and so the motivation was there. The rule is simple. If you want something, go and get it. Search method number 4 would be use social media. Tell your friends and families, tell your relatives that you're looking for a job and you need work, you need to pay a rent, you need to buy groceries, you need to buy food. Tell your friends that, and if there is a vacancy in their workplace, they can refer you. There are many Facebook groups out there, join them. One very popular Facebook group is Higher End Club with over 40,000 members in them. There is another one called Jobs and Gigs with over 30,000 members in it. You can go out there and see if anyone has a job posting, or if anyone wants any immediate work to be done. You can do that and make some quick cash. Find the group in your province or your area and join them. Most universities have campus jobs that you can do as a student. Those jobs are for you, not for professionals. They are for you as a student. So take advantage of them. At Memorial University, we call them MUSEPs and ISWEPs. MUSEP stands for Memorial Undergraduate Career Experience Program, and ISWEP stands for International Student Work Experience Program. ISWEP is only for international student and no Canadian student can apply. So if you are an international student, you have a very high chance of getting a job here. You can do a total of 80 hours in one semester, so you can divide it into either 2 40-hour positions or 1 80-hour position. I started my degree in January 2018, and every semester that I've been studying, I've always done an 80-hour position. Last semester I got lucky and I was able to work as a TA for a basic math course, and so I was able to do 160 hours instead of 80 hours in the semester. There are so many people that tell me they can never find a job on campus. I ask them, how many jobs did you apply to? 5 jobs. Both categories combined, there are 300 jobs, and if you apply to 5 jobs, you're limited to only those 5 positions, and the chances for you to get selected are very less. So apply to as many as you can. Now, I'm not saying to go and apply to all 300. It's good if you do, but it's not necessary. Apply to all the positions that you think you're a good fit for, and you will get a job. Look, this is a game of numbers. The more you apply, the more chances are for you to get selected for an interview. For off-campus jobs as well, just keep applying, you will get hired. I've also done background acting in a TV show called Hudson and Rex. It's similar to the Indian TV show called CID. I did a total of 8 episodes, and this was one of the clips that my friend sent me. The good thing about acting is they feed you well, real good food, they pay you well, and you get to be on screen. It's just the perfect combination. Search method number 6, build an outstanding resume. There are many great websites out there that will help you build a resume from scratch, give you attractive templates to use. The one that I normally use is Resume Now. I think they have a trial of 30 days, and after trial completion, it is $34 a month. Totally worth it, guys. It's super easy to change something in the resume and the cover letter. If you are not sure what you should write in the cover letter or the resume, they have sample descriptions to use. There is a link in the description, you can check it out. Search method number 7, networking. Do not underestimate the power of networking, guys. My brother is the auditor of Tim Hortons for 6 different locations. He got that job simply by networking. He was volunteering in the community, he met a lady who referred him to someone else, and in days he got an interview, and boom, he's the auditor of Tim Hortons. Another advantage of networking is by continually putting yourself out there and meeting new people, you're stepping outside your comfort zone and building invaluable social skills and self-confidence that can take you anywhere. The more you network, the more you'll grow and learn how to make lasting connections. Now let's talk about some of the tips and tricks that I have used that has worked for me and will work for you. Number 1, follow up. When you apply physically in a store for a job and you see there's an indication from the employer that they may contact you in the future, follow up, guys. Following up in a few days will build trust in the employer. It will show that you actually care to work and they will appreciate it. It will also give you an edge over other applicants. Number 2, applying hours. Remember, you want to speak to someone who is a decision maker and not an assistant. Generally, managers are available from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and you want to hand your resume over to them. They are the decision makers who's going to interview you, and it is very crucial you apply at this time. Number 3, show, don't tell. Avoid cliche phrases in your resume and cover letter like self-starter, works well with others. Those are very common and generalized sentences which you don't want to use. Rather than telling employers what you are, show them. For example, if you want to show you work well with others, provide an example in your cover letter of a successful team project. Number 4, this is the game changer, guys. Don't depend on anyone to do your work. Indeed, Monster.com, social media, ZipRecruiter is fine, but don't depend on them. They are aids to help you. I'm not saying no to searches, I'm not saying no to social media, but don't overly depend on them. I have friends, I have relatives, I have family, I use them all, but I don't depend on anyone. Because once you break your reliance and dependence on another person to take care of you, you will stand up and take care of yourself. I promise you, it works for everybody, it's worked for me, it will work for you. Alright guys, I hope the video helped you out, and if you enjoyed it, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It will really help the channel grow. You're awesome, talk to you later.